you as a kid?
Um, it's the one. What's the one with the old man that comes rolling home?
Oh, this old man, something. He was a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling
The
home.
frail old man.
Yeah. One was the itsy bitsy
yeah.
spider. Because when the spider got washed out the spout, I got sad because I like spiders.
Okay, well, this is the 9th episode of the Soggy Boiz podcast. And as usual, I'll have my Instagram and my print shop linked into the description. And Caitlin is still on dial-up internet, so we will not be linking anything of hers.
Yeah, I just don't accept Instagram follow requests because my Instagram is a closed community.
Yeah, apparently.
You gotta be really cool to get in. You gotta know the secret password.
But for this episode, we'll be talking about just people in a friend group and how we met them, and just the kind of networking of people that we know and who, just knowing people to know people. But I think Caitlin has one to start off with, which is, I think, how we met.
Oh yeah, our Discord group is really great. Like, it's got some interesting people. Mm-hmm. Also, before I start, I want to mention we're doing this at 2 a.m. Matt, what the fuck were you thinking?
It's the
2 a.m. podcast.
It's the funny hour.
This is a loopy as shit hour. So like, straight up,
it's the
if
funny
I say something I
hour.
regret tomorrow, it's not held against me because it's at 2 a.m.
It's the funny hour.
Oh, it's all funny. Oh my god.
But
oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I guess we'll start off with how me and Caitlin met. So like, it was English class sophomore year. I remember my first interaction with her was I brought a cardboard box to school, and I put it on my head.
As you do.
There wasn't like for a class thing or anything. I just wanted to, and so I came to my English class, and this is when I was first like, ooh, who's this cute girl across the classroom, and so I put the box on my head, and I was like taking a nap. I finished my work, and then I popped my head off the desk, and I just see Caitlin like locking eyes with me just because I have a box on.
Bro, we made uncomfortable eye contact, and I didn't actually remember that memory until you like just mentioned it. Like, that was locked away in my brain.
Yeah. And so after that, I was just like, oh no.
Like, no. Like, not this kid, bro.
And then when we really started like getting to know each other was whenever we were in the same group for an English project. We were reading Fahrenheit 451, and we had to do we had to film like a short film of like an extended scene type thing, and we were just put in the same group. So we had like, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks or something?
Yeah, this is some whack ass project, man. I don't even remember, like, well, I remember filming it, but I don't remember what we were really doing. All I remember, it was the fake prop gun and then you drinking out of the teapot. It was my sophomore year. I was running on 4 hours of sleep every day. So I'm surprised that you remember more than I do. But yeah, that was
I remember a lot of it pretty vividly. I'm surprised you don't know like any of it.
Dude, I was blocked from my brain, bro. Like, yeah. I was so loopy during my sophomore year. There's nothing I remember.
Mm-hmm. And so just like from there, I got her phone number, and because we were all in like a group chat and stuff, and I remember I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna text her, and then I just started sending her memes.
Straight up. I remember they were good memes too. But my first impression of you, like, I'm so sorry, but my first impression of you was like, you were this like nerdy theater kid, and I thought you were annoying as hell. Mm-hmm. Like, I am so sorry, but I was also like low-key afraid of you because like you just it just boggled my mind how like you just came up to me and just started interacting with me like out of nowhere. I was like, bro, what the like, go away. Like, that's straight. I'm like, damn, your vibe's coming on too strong. I was freaking. That's a lot of reoccurring thing with me and my friends is like, either I'll be the super loud one or they will come on to me like too strong, and I'll be like, go away, I'm scared. Like, it's too early in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's 7 in the morning.
No, like, bro, I'm tired. Like, oh yeah, especially at school. When people come up to me at school, it freaks me out because like Sci-Fair kids build different.
They
like
do.
I didn't know if he was like on drugs or some shit. Like, you guys gotta be careful. I'm just saying, you could that's a valid assumption.
It is
if
a
you went to
valid
Sci-Fair,
assumption.
like, I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck is going on in your brain. I don't know, bro. Like, of all the interactions I've had with interesting people that we mentioned in the past.
Yep, other episodes.
Yeah. So I don't know what, but you know what? He turned out to be
not a crack
awful, but just not on drugs at least.
Awful's
but
good
not
enough for me.
At least
Yeah,
he's
just
not
awful.
on crack.
Patty can attest to awful.
Oh my God. Yeah, for real. I'm speaking for Patty right now.
Yeah. Where's I know you had a list of other people. Because like we can really just start with anybody.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. It's kind of out of order, but I'll talk about Patty next because we mentioned Patty and I also love her.
I'm not too sure how you met Patty, but I know how I met Patty.
Our story is great.
I'll let you go first with yours because the way I met Patty was not interesting.
Yeah. So like it's not a very long story because again I don't remember much, but we were actually in a Girl Scout troop. I was a 4th grader, she was a 3rd grader, and it was a weird troop. I think there was like only like 5 people in this troop, but I remember I got thrown in this troop because I was like late for Girl Scout sign up or something, and so there were no more like available troops. They were all full, and so then Patty's mom was the Girl Scout leader, and she was like, "Oh well, we'll take her. It's fine, even though she's a year older. It's like, oh, we'll take her." So I was in a Girl Scout troop with Patty, and like, dude, I don't remember much about like what we did in that troop, but I remember just Patty was like awesome, and Patty's mom was the best Girl Scout troop leader. Like, man, I love Patty's mom. She's so good, and we were in a Girl Scout troop, but I was in the troop for like a year, and then I left because I joined another troop of kids that were all my age, and then I kind of lost touch with Patty. But I always remembered her because she was awesome. And then we reconnected my sophomore year in geometry class. Funny enough, we got paired in the same geometry class, and we bonded over the class just being awful. Our fucking teacher was a maniac.
What teacher did you have?
Am I allowed to name drop? I mean,
well,
you know what? I'm not. I just don't want. But like, dude, she straight up kicked over this girl's coffee, and then blamed it on her and yelled at her. And she's like, "You better clean this up right now." Like, she was mad. She's like, oh my God. And just sometimes she just wouldn't teach. So me and Patty were just in the back, like drawing or being stupid or whatever, you know.
Well, I'm gonna name drop a geometry teacher, Miss French. I liked her. She was good.
Oh yeah, she was great. She was my she was my teacher, but I got switched to another teacher because I don't know, some schedule change.
Oh, you
or
had
something.
Miss French?
I had Miss French for like the first like 3 weeks
Miss
or
French.
something.
Like,
Well, maybe a little bit longer.
Well,
but like,
I mean, with Miss French, is all I'm gonna say about her. Like, you won't understand a word she says because her accent, but like after 2 weeks, you start picking up on like, you know, she'll say 2 words exactly the same, but like her eyes get big on one word rather than the other, and you know what she's saying.
Well, we were using when we're using our calculators, like a kid would accidentally drop the calculator, and she would be like, "Oh, is my calculator okay?" And she'd always say that. It's so funny.
It's like, or I know, like a loud clank noise, or like some kid would literally fall over, and she'd be like, "Is the calculator okay?"
Straight up. Oh my God.
School property over human lives.
Oh, that's sci-fair though. But yeah, we were in a geometry class, and then we reconnected that way. But we really didn't become like super tight like we are now until we had our environmental science class, which was my senior year. That was senior year. It feels so long ago.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but we had environmental science together, and then just the Discord group and all that stuff.
Yeah. The way I met Patty was it was senior year, and me and Caitlin finally got a lunch together, like from the beginning of the school year.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking, I was like, oh damn, you know, like who, like, you know, where do you want to sit, like, you know, what are we gonna do? And you're like, oh hey, my friend Patty also has this lunch. Is cool if we sit with her? And I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. And we go sit with Patty. I didn't know her at all. I didn't even know Patty. I didn't even know.
Poor Patty. She had no idea what to expect.
Yeah,
I feel so bad.
Poor Patty. And so I just, you know, we sit there, and I'm just like, oh, who's this wacky girl? And you know, I just start getting to know her little by little, more and more. And then Caitlin gets a schedule change because she literally took the L on pre-cal.
I did take the L on
pre-cal. And so Caitlin got moved lunches, and then so it's just not me and Patty.
It's literally just that I left Patty in charge of Matt, which was the biggest mistake of my life.
Oh my God, poor
like,
Patty.
Like every day he would torment Patty.
Every day,
subject to torture.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she had she didn't know how to like handle me, but like in the best way possible.
God.
And I remember Patty said that she was like same thing as you, like just scared of my energy.
Yeah, because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you just fucking, I don't know.
I'm just there.
You're not supposed to exist. Like, me and Patty always describe Matt as like, he was never a baby. He was never born. He was literally just spawned, full grown as he is, an adult man. And like, that's it.
Yeah, and so I know Patty's told me a few times that when she first met me, her first like impression was just scary of me.
Yeah, you're scary.
And she said that the moment she realized that I really wasn't scary was she was having a panic attack, and some annoying unnamed kid to the side of her was like trying to show her like Splatoon memes while she was while she was having a panic attack, and then I just tap on Patty's arm and she looks up and I go, Are you okay? You know, you talk about something? And then Patty was just like, he is no longer a threat.
Yeah, he's no longer a threat. He actually does care. Oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, that was my first interactions with Patty.
Oh yeah. We love Patty.
All right, who's next on the list?
I have Kat. I don't know if you have any interesting stories about Kat, but like,
Kat, let me think.
Straight here, I'll tell my story first, and you can think about yours. But you probably just met Kat through me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In my freshman year algebra class, I think I had just gotten moved too. Like, I might have been, or well, I don't know. I was in first period and I got moved to fifth period, and I didn't have any friends anymore, and I was super mad. And so, like, one day I was bored and I was just like drawing stuff on the whiteboard. And back then I was like, okay, my freshman year I was super nerdy and I was obsessed with this video game character, and I don't want to even mention it because it's just so cringy, but I drew a video game character on the whiteboard.
Was it Undertale?
Yeah, but it's not just Undertale. It was an AU of Undertale, so like even nerdier than just Undertale itself. But yeah, and then I drew a video game character on the whiteboard, and I just left it up there. And then next thing I know, the next day, no one had erased it, but there was a little like comment under this, and it was like, oh, this is so and so from this game. And someone like wrote like, oh, I know what this is. And I got excited because I was like, oh my God, someone knows what this is. And it's a really like obscure thing. Like, not a lot of people know about this.
It was
like,
before it was big.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And then so like, I don't remember how I like ran into her, but I think I like we wrote messages on the whiteboard for a while before we actually talked to each other. And then I think I found out she was from like the first period class, which like I had been in or something, and just I ran into her one day and I was like, oh, you're the girl who like drawing the stuff on the board. Yeah, oh my God. And then we just became instant friends because we had this interest to talk about, and that's how I got to know her. We got really close really fast because of this fucking video game character.
Yeah. I know that like I don't really have any kind of strong memory of how like meeting Kat. I know that was she dating Brandon at the time?
No, actually, I had met her before she was dating Brandon, and funny because I met Brandon through her, and she started dating him maybe sophomore or junior year. I can't remember.
Probably junior.
It might have been, yeah, but when I first met Brandon, which is funny because he's next. When I first met Brandon, I straight up thought he was on drugs. Like, this guy, he this is when I didn't know him very well. So no offense, Brandon, if you're listening to this, but like he straight up, like his whole personality was just like a D&D character. Like he was always in like D&D mode, which was like great. But when I first met him, I just didn't understand. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was like, what, like how did him and Catherine get together? That was my first impression. I was like, yeah, like, this guy fucking crazy.
Like my with how I met like Catherine. I know that most of the Discord actually had we had lunch together. I know that after I met Patty and you dipped.
It was sea lunch.
There was Catherine came over, Brandon, and just other people. I know Sophie, Ariel, just like everyone just started coming to the table. This was when we were all starting to get to know each other better. And I think I literally met Catherine because you were probably talking about her one day, and I was just like, oh wait, is she at the table at lunch? And you're like, yeah, she's there. And I'm like, oh. And then I was just like, oh, hi, Catherine.
Just hello.
Just
We
hello.
friends now.
We friends now.
I'm going to scare her now, like I scare everyone else.
Yeah, and like Brandon, I met Brandon. I think I officially met Brandon. It was whenever I was this was when she started dating Brandon. I was walking to my art, I believe my art class, and I would pass by where they would all meet up. And I guess Catherine had like told him about me, like, oh hey, do you know this kid? He's like, friends with Patty or whatever. And Brandon just goes, oh hello Matt, and like and he was also like still in like you said, like
Yeah,
D&D
D&D mode. He's always in D&D mode.
and he just like big energy, like hand around my shoulders, like
Yeah, bro.
like big energy.
Big energy.
And he was just like kind of introducing himself to me, and I was just like, oh, hey, nice to meet you and stuff. I know Kat. And that was just like, yeah, that was like, I didn't really have strong, like, I didn't have a strong first like meet with Catherine, but I know I got a lot of energy from Brandon when I first met him. Let's see who's next on.
Ooh, I want to talk about JT next because I know that you have like funny stories with him too. So, cause like I met JT before I met Matt, or no.
Yeah,
before
no.
I introduced I introduced JT to Matt. But I met him first. Okay, sorry. It's 2 a.m. guys. Please don't fucking laugh at me. This is your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. So I met JT at a camp through Texas A&M. It was called GeoX, and it was basically a week-long science nerd camp, basically.
It's for kids who like.
Yeah, it's for kids who
where they met the requirements, but like their test scores were low.
No, dude. Do you know what JT got on his
No,
like SAT?
I know what
it's
he
like
got.
a 1450
But
or
they
something.
but they
dude,
but they ensured you a spot, and you didn't do very good on the SAT.
You know what? We're not gonna fucking talk about it. This is not called Roast Caitlin episode of the podcast. It's called We're Talking About Our Friends. Okay,
Yeah,
you know
okay.
what? I'm gonna delete your portion of the
There's
podcast.
no more Matt.
No more Matt
It's
because
just
he's not
Caitlin.
my friend anymore.
You just go in and delete everything of just me talking, and it's just Caitlin.
It's just me.
Caitlin
Wait, but-
talking to herself.
Okay, so as I was saying, this camp is for kids that were interested in geoscience, and since I'm a nerd, I signed up. And well, okay, funny thing, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I didn't actually want to go to the camp. Almost didn't go. My parents really wanted me to go because my mom, again, she was like, "Oh, it's gonna ensure your spot
I
at
remember
A&M."
you told me that.
And I was like, yeah, well, the thing is, I didn't want to go, not because I was like, oh, camp is like boring. Like, I was excited about the idea of it, but because I had a lot of bad camp experiences in the past with people not liking me. It was kind of stupid and lame stories, but like, I just had bad camp experiences in the past where people were just stupid. And so I was like, no, I don't want to go to camp. That's lame. But I ended up going, and it was super fun, and it was awesome. I met JT there. And I didn't really get to know him or until towards the end. I think on like Thursday is when I really like made like a good connection with him, I guess. It was the day that we went to the ranch. We went to this like what's it called? I forget. Again, I'm not good with these details, but it was some kind of like conservation ranch, and oh god, I don't even remember what we were there for, but we were just there. And on the way back, everyone's like vibing, the energy is high.
They're blasting music.
Yeah, they're blasting music. We're in the vans, and like JD, I look across, and this man is hanging out the window. He's shaking the van violently. I have never seen this, like, such raw power. Just freaking like just
the music
vibing.
is taking control
It's
of them.
literally it's so loud, and he gets out of the van. Everyone's piling out. He gets out and he literally collapses on the floor, like, or in the grass, and like I'm just like, bruh. I literally come over. I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's like zoinked, bro. He freaking. I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
Yeah, you just
and like
zooted.
I remember that. And like I also remember this one. Again, I don't remember a lot of GeoX either, which is weird, but I remember this one distinct memory. We were at the ranch, and it was like dinner time, and I was sitting in a corner by myself because I was overstimulated. The main room is really loud and there weren't like a lot of seats, and I was just like kind of scared. Super lame, I know. But I was like sitting in the corner by myself, and he just came up and sat next to me, and I don't remember what he was talking about. He was talking about something.
Probably Skyrim
I
lore.
feel so bad. I feel so bad. But the whole time I was like low key like, what is he doing? Like I was actually kind of like, I was scared. Like, why am I scared of people?
Everyone who wants to be your friend, you're like, go away.
I'm scared. Okay, yeah, but I think he was showing me some pictures of like places he was traveling, or I don't know, but in my brain was just going, no, scary, no, what is he doing? Oh no, I'm like, why is he talking to me? I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, we exchanged information, and then over the rest of the summer we just were talking. We became good friends, and so he met Matt because I actually invited him to our school homecoming.
Yeah, that was, oh my god.
That was awesome. Okay, so that's when
boy.
Matt met JT.
So yeah, Caitlin was like, "Ooh, can I invite this boy?" I was like, "All right, yeah, go ahead." And so he shows up in his rinky dinkety like 1998
Toyota Tacoma.
No, Dodge truck. This V8 Dodge, this massive V8.
Wait, what?
Yeah, his V8 Dodge truck. Do you not know he has the red truck he drives?
Oh, that's a Dodge truck?
Yes, it's a 1998 Dodge V8 like
Really?
you know my dad's car, the Dodge Charger, the the big engine.
Oh, okay, I don't know cars. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, yeah, he had a big boy old truck. And he brought was it a sword or a knife?
Oh, he put a fucking sword in it. He's like, do you think they're gonna like arrest me if I have it or something? I'm like, dude, he brings a sword to a school function. Dude, this man does not know public schools, bro.
Yeah, he didn't like
the rules.
He didn't really grow up public schools, right?
Well, he went to a public school. Like, I think he mentioned it briefly. He knows what public schools are
but like he wasn't in it like us.
Like,
he wasn't
God
sci
damn.
fair.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. I'm like, fucking damn, pulls up with a sword.
Yeah,
in his
he
car.
just pulls
like,
up with a sword, and we're like,
Bro.
no, JT, you can't bring the sword. You can't bring the sword.
Tell him, no, keep the sword in the car.
And so he he leaves the sword, and we all go in together, and the boys and girls had to separate to get searched. We can't be bringing specifically because
JT brings swords.
yeah, they have to search us because of people like that, and so they search us, and I'm in line with JT, and I'm just going like, oh hey, Caitlin was telling me about you, good to meet you, I'm Matt, kind of thing. I was kind of, asking him, like, if he's ever been to, like, a dance like this or, any kind of, like, school junction. And he was like, well, not really, but I've been to, like, other kind of raves, but not, like, a school thing. And I was like, okay, well, this will be fun. And we get out. And I think he went out of the line after we get searched. And I think he low-key thought it was going to be, like, kind of boring, maybe. Like, just the way he was kind of talking about it. Like, he thought it was just going to be, like, a dumb school dance of just, like, girlfriend boyfriend kind of thing, but no.
Ew. Yeah, no.
They after when the music started bopping,
bro,
this boy, he started going. and he was pulling us towards the front.
Dude, my ears were bleeding. I've never been that close to the front.
We were up
in
against
past dances. I'm usually like
speakers.
in the middle or towards the back, just because you don't need to be that close to hear it and like vibe. Dude, he was like, no, we gonna be the front row.
So
like,
he pulled us to the front row, and he was like. He was headbanging, and then you were doing some.
I was going off of his energy because, bro,
I started going off, and so people started forming like
a
little circles around us,
like of the movies.
Like because we didn't get the massive circle where the actual dance battles were happening, but we got a few, at least like 3 or 4 mini circles around us because we were going so hard that
literally
people were just like, oh my god,
it was great, dude. Literally.
And so I was like, damn, this guy's really cool. He's really fun. And so I like to freak people out. So I asked him whenever a romantic song came on, I was like, dance with me.
Oh my god! And then
he didn't want to dance, and I just kept being like, bro, dance with me right now. And he's like, you know what? You asked for it. And so I take his hand, like my hand around his waist and his around like a romantic dance, and he just flings me to the side and then body slams me on the floor.
I have it on video, and it's one of my favorite things.
And I did not expect it. I
Holy shit.
dude, it zooted me for a second. Dude. And he was just like looking over me like, you good? I was like, yes.
Dude, you zooted, bro. You get fucking zooted too hard.
And he and me and Caitlin, we had been dancing so hard at that point. Like we drank
exhausted.
We drank all their water.
Dude.
We were exhausted and we just collapsed on the floor. And JT, he's like, following us around and stuff. And we're like, you're not tired?
Dude, this man refused to sit down. He stood the entire time. I'm like, dude, sit down. He's like, no. Like, bro, what? Like, bro, I don't understand. He's like, yeah, I'm still going. Why are you guys, like, resting? Let's go back. And I'm like, the fuck?
Like, I couldn't feel my legs.
Dude, I couldn't feel my entire body. What the fuck?
And he's just standing over us, like, still just bopping to the beat. And we're just like,
God
dude,
damn.
we're begging him to just at least sit down. And he's like, no.
Dude, and then we're taking photos, and he puts, like, all the 50 hats on in the photo booth. And it's, like, literally a stack that's, like, 6 feet tall. Just like,
that was a fun photo booth.
Fucking, oh my God.
Oh, the photo booth was fun.
That was great.
But yeah, that was my one of the best kind of first impressions of someone I've met. Meeting JT was one of the, like, probably one of the best kind of first meets of someone of our friend group that I know.
Oh yeah, bro. That was. I wish I could, like, go back and relive that night one more time, because it was just, oh bro.
And then he didn't he give you a knife or something afterward?
No, he didn't give me a knife, but, like, he let me hold one of the knives in his trunk. I thought he was gonna give it to me, because he was just like, here you go, and I was like, is this for me? And he was like, oh no, and then I was kind of sad, but it's fine.
I can't believe he brought weapons.
Dude, he fucking brought. I'm still. Oh my god. I want to keep knives in my car. Like,
all right, who's next on the list?
So now, I'll talk about my friend Shannon, who now goes by Sleepy.
Yeah.
But straight up, I have known Sleepy the longest out of everyone, I think. Yeah, cause we actually met in, like, 3rd grade.
It was a long time ago.
3rd grade, I think it was. 3rd or 4th grade.
Y'all was.
I don't know. Elementary
children.
school. It was elementary school. I don't know, but it was field day, and my friend Skylar promised that she would be my field day partner, but then she also promised Sleepy that she would be her field day partner.
What a whore.
Like, but so then, like, she ditched us both.
Skylar's a bitch.
No, stop it. Be nice, okay? That's how we really knew each other, is because we knew we were both friends with Skylar. So, okay, so, yeah, she kind of was a little bit, just a teeny bit, okay? But, we still love her, okay? But, so we both got ditched by Skylar, so we're like, do you want to just be field day partners, I guess, since we're both Skylar's friends? At least that's how I remember it. So we just paired up. And dude, we had the best time. Like, I don't remember anything from the day. Don't ask me to recall details. But we just had a great time. We clicked, like, immediately. And then after that, we were just, like, best friends, bro. Like, it was instant connection. Mm-hmm. Man, growing up with Sleepy was great. We had a lot of oh man. Oh, I want to go sleep over at her old house again, because that was so good. Okay, so I was just like, no, damn, when Sleepy still lives so close to me, I miss.
Well, she's still
Sleepy,
close.
if you're listening, I miss you every day. I love you.
Yeah, and then she went to Colorado for a bit, and now she's back.
It's okay. We got her back.
Yeah, we got her back. But when I first met Shannon / Sleepy, I remember you would always talk about her, and I only knew her from what you told me. Kind of just like you were just you were just best friends, and like you knew each other forever. And I just never met her, up to this point. It was when you turned 17. Mm-hmm. This was we went to Urban Air, which is like right down my street. And you invite. It was me, Meldrum. You invited me, Meldrum, and Sleepy.
Yeah, y'all were like my 3 best friends at the time, basically.
And you said, "Oh, have you ever met Shannon?" I was like, "No." You're like,
I was surprised because, like, she's my best friend.
Mm-hmm. And so you were gonna meet her, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect. I kind of expected her to be like, kind of like, fuzzy in the brain like you as well.
Fuzzy in the brain? Excuse me. God damn.
And I don't know, it's just like your energy. And so whenever I first met her, she was super laid back. She had the energy of, like, like just smoked weed, but like didn't. Like just that's just her. And she was super laid back, and like
she's chill with anything.
like such like her chill energy was so strong that remember when that like 7-year-old was trying to fight us.
Yes.
And then she was trying to like literally beat us up, and then Sleepy was the only one that she didn't beat up because Sleepy was so chill that the girl just hung out on her back, like just climbed on her back and just hung out.
God.
Like
oh my god.
yeah, Sleepy calmed down the violent child.
Bro, that's why we were good friends, because she would keep me from like violently hitting people.
Yeah.
Because I was still very young and very violent.
And so
anger issue.
yeah, so I didn't like say much to her, but I just kind of like I was on that basis of just like introduction, like hey, this is me, hi. And interesting as it is, I didn't like the when I really met Sleepy was I got to like know her better over Discord when she joined the Discord whenever you invited her. And I, would talk to her like, she'd be on about every day, so we just became decent friends. But I didn't wasn't like super familiar with how she'd be in person until she came back from Colorado, which was like a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, I'll be, I'm down on this day. I'll be unpacked. If anyone wants to hang out at this park, just come down. And so me and Vivi actually went to go see her, and she brought one of her friends and her brother. And this was before the rest of the Discord showed up because everyone else was going to be late. And so I get there. Oh my God, her energy is just so wild and fun, but just also super like reserved.
Yeah.
And we
that's the best part.
Yeah, she did like tarot card readings for everyone, and it was like I was like, damn. So that was just she was as chill as she was when I first met her.
Honestly, the best part about knowing Sleepy for like all these years is that I got to like grow up with her and witness her character development. Like it was immaculate. Like her character development. Like I don't even know how to say it, but just like her character development is excellent. Like I like to think that I helped her kind of be more extroverted a little bit, because she's shy and introverted, but I help her,
You help.
I help. I'm the loud extroverted friend who is also afraid of other people sometimes, but you know what, it's fine.
You're like you have introverted extrovert energy.
Yeah, it's just because I have anxiety. Mm-hmm. It's like I have to be the one that's loud and yelling to you at first, not the other way around, because then no, don't worry like that. Because then I don't know what to do, because that's my role. So then I have to be the role of introvert. So then that's what happens, man.
Well, who's next on the list? Pull this boy up.
That was the people that I jotted down. I left it open for like if you wanted to tell stories about like friends that maybe I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess
that was everyone.
Ariel. Let me think about her. Wait, when did I first meet Ariel? Let me think about this. It was, let me think. Wait, Ariel. When did I first meet Ariel? It's like in the back. I can feel I can feel it in my brain. I
met her at lunch. I don't have a lot of memories with her. I talked to her a few times, and that was really it. I'm not really close to her.
Mm-hmm. I think Ariel. I met her. I think.
Yeah, because y'all are really good friends.
I'm pretty good friends with Ariel. At some point she was trying to like develop a new language with me, and I was like,
that's awesome.
She was like getting really deep into it. I was like, man, I don't know if I can dedicate the time.
Dude, that's like middle school me. I did that in middle school.
And so I can like in the back of my brain I like remember my first meeting with her, but I can't bring it to.
I feel that I literally cannot remember like significant like details of my life, so it's fun.
Yeah, I'll just I'll tell my most like my latest or my first kind of memorable impression of her was I was at lunch, and she I didn't really know her too well at this point, and this was a junior year. This was junior year before I got moved to your lunch. Because I don't remember why I was moved, but this is because remember towards the end of the year I started sitting with you in Meldrum because our lunch was changed, and then the day I moved you guys forgot and you just never texted me, and I was like, where are you guys? And you're like, oh yeah, you moved lunches.
We straight up said no more Matt.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, hey, I'm moving lunches. Where'd y'all sit? And you're like, I'll text you on, tomorrow. And then the next day comes and you just don't text me. I'm like,
Damn.
But anyway, so this was junior year before I moved lunches. And I was sitting next. This is also the lunch that I met Pretzel Girl, which was,
Oh my god.
I think the second episode
Is
of the
Ariel
podcast.
friends with Pretzel Girl?
She was, not anymore, really.
Oh shit.
She didn't have anything like bad with her. They were in the same choir class.
Like, was that a breakup story? Do I need to like hear about?
No, they just I don't know what happened. I think she moved schools after I said no to her. After I rejected her. I think
Dude, she had to transfer because she was so upset. She was devastated, bro.
But
you broke her heart.
I did, but she's crazy. But okay, but yeah. So Ariel, I didn't know her super well. But I also knew that she was also fuzzy in the brain like you.
Fuzzy in the brain? What do you mean by that? Fucking
and she,
smooth brain.
And she just like didn't really have like, she almost kind of had that energy of just not a care in the world almost. Like she just like oh, guess this is the way my life's going now kind of energy. And apparently she likes to fight people, so I would just regularly fight her. Just at lunch. I guess we're tackling each other to the floor.
Maybe that's why we're good friends, because like I just fight you all the time.
Yeah, and
so you put up with it.
Yeah, so I would just fight Ariel, and yeah, and then I know that one of my other, yeah, because that's when I really started getting to know her as a good friend. I was like, hey, want to like hang out, like just do something, and she's like, you can probably come to my house. I was like, oh, oh, and I was like, all right. And no, the first time was actually, I asked her if she wanted to go to the park with me. The park that I go to. This is before I went over to her house. And her mom was crazy. And she was just like, because she thought that she literally, like, she quoted her mom that her mom thought that me and her were going to have sex at the park. Like,
oh my god!
It's like, what, at the park, bro? I'm not looking.
In broad daylight.
I'm not looking to catch, getting on the sex offender list. Kids go to that park, and so I had to like fake like bringing like a girlfriend with me or something. This is before I was dating Vivi, and convince her mom that like we were meeting up with my girlfriend or something. And so just me and Ariel went to the park and hung out. And then shortly after, she was like, hey, want to come to my house and like literally just make bread? Like she just wanted to make bread.
Bread?
Yeah, just bake bread.
I love bread.
I was like, yes. And I went over there. And we were just vibing out in her room, and her mom was just super suspicious that we were getting it on.
That's scary.
The whole time her mom thought we were getting it on. Like, she'd just peek in, and we were just, like, staring at, like, a TV with, like, she had an old TV in there, and it was just, like, we were trying to see how loud we could make it get with the, the static.
The static.
And we're just staring at the static TV, and her mom's just like, oh, they're gonna get it on when I leave.
Dude, your brains are half melted. How are you gonna get it on, bro? The static keeps you apart.
But yeah, she was just super wacky. That was just, her whole thing's just super wacky, and she loves dinosaurs.
Okay, I actually do have a story about Ariel that I just thought of. I did know her at lunch. I didn't know her very well, but my first impression of her was that straight up she was the girl who brought fucking cat food to lunch and was eating it. Like, okay.
Yeah, fuzzy in the brain.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it was cat food or not, but like it sure did look like cat food. She every day for lunch she brought like tuna or something in a can and with crackers. And like, no offense, Ariel, if you're listening to this, I love you, okay? But that I just thought of her as the girl who ate cat food at lunch, and it freaked me out. I was so scared.
Her mom packed her lunches, and one day actually at lunch, this was senior year. Whenever she was at my lunch table, everyone in the Discord was pretty much at my lunch table basically. Senior year, but except you.
Don't ask.
So she was sitting next to me, and this is when I was much closer. When I was like really like good friends with Ariel, and she opened up her lunch, and she had a kind of a small thermos of like some soup, and she opens it, and she kind of gets a weird smell, and so she like sniffs it further, and she's like, "Does this smell like alcohol to you?" And she like gives it to me, and I like sniff it. I'm like, it kind of does. And she's like, I'm like, Ariel, is your mom trying to spike your soup?
Imagine you send your child to school with spiked chicken noodle soup.
And
It's a
Ariel,
home remedy.
and Ariel's like, well, I'm just really like, I'm really hungry. Do I risk it? I'm like, you don't want to risk it. She's like, you're right. And so she just dumped her soup out because we think her mom spiked her
Dude,
soup.
her mom's trying to like strengthen her immune system,
Dude,
you know.
her mom is like the literal sense of crazy.
But you know that's an old Slavic like Russian recipe. You know, when you're cold, you have a cold, you're sick, just drink some vodka.
Yeah,
bro.
just drink some vodka.
Makes all the pain go away.
Spike the soup.
Spike the soup.
Yeah, dude, Ariel, her mom, she gets a lot of her personality from just like
Having her mom.
desensitization to her mom, and now having the kind of like the you know attitude of just like, well, this is how my life's going. Time to just have fun.
Oh my god.
Who's another person? Let me think. We've gone through Brandon or Patty, Brandon.
I know there's way more people in our friend group, but I don't have like significant stories or anything.
I know.
I already named off the people.
Yeah, let me think more. There's there's Serena.
I don't really have a story.
Yeah, I know
with
you
her.
don't really have any stories with Serena. Me, so I didn't know Serena really. I knew her more. I think because Patty introduced me to her. Serena sat at our lunch. So I know that like yeah, I don't have anything significant with
Yeah.
Serena.
I already named off all the people.
But I know she sat there, and I would just talk to her sometimes. And I know Sophie was also there at our lunch. And you don't know Sophie very well, do you?
Not really. I knew her like she was in my new lunch, A lunch, after I dropped pre-cal or like took the L, you know. Then when I got moved to my new lunch, she was there, and so was Brandon. That's how I got to kind of know him better too. But I didn't really have significant
Yeah. Well,
stories
I know
with her.
that I know one thing is that I couldn't tell who she was dating. Was she dating Boring Matt at the time?
I have no idea. Wait, why are you, bro? He could literally hear this.
It's fine.
No, it's not. Stop being mean.
No, it's just her nickname for him.
Okay, but just because he's boring doesn't mean you have to say it.
It's because
okay?
he didn't say anything when I met him. He didn't say anything. He just didn't talk. So
He's only said one word in the Discord, and it's "Can I have the pink?" The
Can I
color
have
for
the
his
color
name.
pink?
The pink. Bro.
But when I just like off topic, well, not really off topic of like the topic of the podcast of just meeting people. But one thing that I remember was after I kind of got to know everybody. This was still senior year. So our school would do something just really dumb that like if there was like one speck of dust on the lunch table after lunch ended, they would take away the whole table, like like just as an incentive to make sure we clean up the table.
They're gonna punish us by not letting us use the table.
And this is when they were like, for security reasons, they were just like, no one can go sit outside of the lunch room for eating because
everyone just has to get packed into the lunchroom.
Yeah, because a year prior, you can go eat your lunch on the hallway, like the hallways that connected to the lunchroom. You just go eat out there.
By the way, not everyone can fit in the cafeteria. It's not designed for everyone.
There's literally not enough seats per head count in the cafeteria for each lunch. There's just not enough, and so you have kids like packed onto like it's just like
kids sitting on top of each other. Basically.
Yeah, and so like in the like unspoken rule is within the first couple of days of school. You pick your seat, and after you've been there for a few days, it's yours. No one else takes it. It's unspoken. You just don't take someone else's seat because it just disrupts the entire, balance of the lunchroom because now there's someone without a seat and whatnot. But, and we're just, like, we keep our stuff clean, and one day we just show up to lunch, and our table's gone. And
it's gone.
Since there's literally not any open seats, we just sat on the floor. And we
didn't an AP tell you to like get up?
No, an AP came over and they were just kind of confused and they kind of tried to tell us to get up, but there's nowhere to sit, so they couldn't tell us to move because there's nowhere. So
lunch table.
They just had to sit on the floor.
Yes, straight, bro. Oh my.
And then they would ear rape us with the announcements,
Oh, yeah.
and Patty would always just get super like stressed out with the loud announcements.
All right, Bobcats, I want to see all that trash off your table. Literally.
Or we're going to take it.
No table.
No more table.
No more tables.
Yeah, but,
I'm tired. Can I fucking go to bed now? It's 3 a.m. I'm tired.
No sleep.
Let me go to bed, please. I'm so tired.
But yeah, I know that probably in the future we'll do probably another. Oh, you're drinking water now, huh?
I hope that picked it up.
It did. But
I'm so
in the we'll probably do another podcast sometime in the future of just like weird ass stories and interactions with our friend group, because there are just so many.
There's so many.
We have very big main character energy.
I want to like do a podcast which like again, it's gonna be hard to do it because like what if someone who like knows me finds it the podcast or whatever, but like I want to do like trauma stories.
Ooh, trauma stories are fun.
Because I've jotted out a few ideas like the other day because I was thinking of like potential podcast idea, but like
Yeah,
I'd have
stories.
to heavily like censor names and maybe certain things, but you know,
As long as it makes sense.
trauma stories.
Trauma
I want
stories.
to do some trauma stories.
Yeah, if we ever do a podcast with like our main character energy, I want to do it where we at least have like 3 other of our friends here for the podcast. Where we're all contributing, just so we can all bounce stories off each other. I don't want to just be me and Caitlin.
Yeah,
talking.
I want it to be like all. We should do a podcast when we all have our camp out, just all of us screaming. Oh my god, it'd be
It'd
wild.
be like nature noises in the background.
Oh, that would be terrifying. Though. Oh my god, I'll bring my laptop.
Yep, we'll get it to work. But yeah, then like also trauma stories, because like my trauma stories are really just like shitty family situations. But I know probably Caitlin has a lot more like just crazy circumstances.
I am literally. There's a reason my brain is as fuzzy as it is.
Yep, fuzzy brain people.
Oh my god. All right.
But yeah, so this has been the 9th episode.
I want to say one more thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Do 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 do.
Ice. That's been her obsession recently is the do 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 do
Ice.
But yeah, this has been the 9th episode of the podcast. For the 10th episode, I don't know if I kind of want to wait and do that one with the whole group as like a 10th special kind of thing. Where we're at the campsite, because we're gonna go camping soon on April like was it like 11 or something?
It was the April 8th.
The 9th through 11th
or something. Yeah, I don't know, that weekend, whatever.
Yeah, so we're doing camping, and we're a bunch of the people from the Discord. At least like 10 of us, right?
Yeah, that's basically all of us.
10 of us. Yeah, that's like almost the entire server.
So,
we're all going camping.
Straight up.
I kind of want to wait till then, but I also want to do the like trauma one.
Just can't wait. Oh my god.
I don't know.
I want to plan that more though.
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna just jump into the trauma one. We're gonna plan it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna write no script, but we're gonna plan it.
Jot notes.
Yeah, jot notes. But yeah, in the description will be my Instagram, and also the print shop. Just go check that out. And so the next podcast will either be now you're cracking your knuckles.
I've already cracked them all.
Will be either with Caitlin with just weird trauma stories, or it'll just be with the group at the campsite. And I'm not gonna promise that it'll be in like a week or so, because every time I've said that, it takes a month. So any final notes?
Stay hydrated.
Yep, stay hydrated. All right, thank y'all for listening.